Best and the bravest, highlighting the gems in everyday life.
Ground Zero. Airports, the place where COVID-19 first entered the island. Airport workers face a high risk of infection because they interact with international travelers. The exposure caused worry for the health and safety of their family members, colleagues, and themselves.
Because working at the airline, we interact with, as you've said before, all different types of people. And as we have been realizing with this new asymptomatic thing going around, somebody can be perfectly normal. I can directly or indirectly come in contact, so that's a big scare.
Slowly, the operations inside the airport started to change.
When we just started, we did not have the securities telling who can come in and who should stay out. For example, the rule wasn't there to say that only persons traveling can come in. When it just happened, that rule didn't exist. And so what we had was persons coming in, even though they're following somebody to the airport, they would just come in and they would, probably if you tell them to wear a mask, they will tell you no, they don't have a mask.
But there are still some customers who have challenges adjusting.
They still give you the papers, even the phones. Sometimes they have the phone in their hand with the gloves on. You have to say, put this up to the glass, zoom in, zoom out. We try to take those precautions as best as we can.
As the fear of COVID grew, flights declined and many were eventually cancelled. One ticketing agent recalls dealing with a customer who insisted on purchasing a ticket.
He wanted a flight, but we did not have a flight at that time due to COVID. And the Prime Minister said that we should not be flying in and out because of COVID. And so he was upset about that. And so when he came in the office to inquire about this ticket, he got upset and he took off the mask. And I had to call my supervisor because he insisted that I speak to him even though he was not wearing his mask.
It's now a daily task to remind customers to keep their masks on. But months later, when traveling resumed, new guidelines and requirements created new challenges.
Even to travel to the different destinations that we go to, we have different requirements. So each destination have a different requirement. So to kind of remember all is difficult. One is three days for a COVID test, another is 7, and they need other requirements as well. So this has changed it completely.
Although it's been a tough year for airline workers, they still try to remain optimistic.
I think the first thing was anxiety, concern, but the industry is one that always survives. It's a mode of transportation, so we know that it would have come back up. But at the end of the day, it's kind of slow now, but we have to do what we have to do,
The best and the bravest, highlighting the gems in everyday life.